Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jackie and today I'm here to do my October wrap up. So in the month of October, I thought I beat the reading slump. I really thought I did, guys. And I was in the mood to read a whole ton this month. However, something just got in the way and I only managed to finish 3 books, which is still pretty good. So I figured I would show you guys what those 3 books were as well as what I am currently reading. So without further ado, I'm going to just jump right in and get started. Start off with my monthly statistics. So this month, like I said, I managed to finish 3 books. One of those was actually a reread, one was a graphic novel, one was adult contemporary, and one was a new adult fantasy. And then I also participated in one buddy read and one readathon this month, and my range for ratings this month went from a 3-star to a 5-star. So it was a pretty good reading month as far as my enjoyment level of these books. So now let's jump into those books. I read this month was the graphic novel, and that is Saga Volume 9 by Ryan K. Vaughan and Fiona Staples. Saga is my favorite graphic novel series that I have ever read. This was the first one I ever started reading, and I became obsessed with it from the minute I started reading the series. It is adult science fiction, and it follows a young couple whose families are on opposing sides of this intergalactic war, and they fall in love and get married and have a child, and it just follows their journey as they are on the run from the government and, growing their family. It's an amazing graphic novel series. It's very diverse, and it is really worth the hype. It's very talked about here on BookTube, and 100% you guys need to check this out if you have not already. And right now is a great time to do so because this series is actually going on hiatus for at least a year until 2020. That could be longer, could be shorter. Hopefully it's shorter because this one ended on a major cliffhanger and I need the next installment now. It will make you laugh, it will make you cry. I highly recommend, if you guys are just getting into graphic novels, this would be a great one to start with, and I give this installment a 5 out of 5 stars. The second book that I read this month was actually a buddy read, and that is A Spark of Light by Jodi Picoult. This one I did a buddy read with my friend Lisa over Books and Smiles and my friend Jen over at Jen Talks Audiobooks, as well as a bunch of other fabulous ladies, and I will link both of their channels down below for you guys to go check out if you have not already. But this one is a really interesting look into some very important topics in today's society. So this is, I guess you could technically call it an adult thriller, but does have a lot of contemporary aspects to it. It also could be literary fiction. It's like a bunch of different genres mixed into one. And it follows a active shooter who goes into a women's clinic, aka an abortion clinic, and it is told from multiple perspectives, and it deals with the topic of abortion very interestingly. This one, you kind of get both perspectives of people who are pro-choice and pro-life, and what it's like to be on opposing sides. And I found it really interesting. It was a very great book to discuss with a bunch of other people, and the only problem I really had with it was because the timeline kind of jumped all over the place because you're getting perspectives from like 5 different people, and I don't think it was really necessary. Maybe 2 or 3 would have been fine, but 5 was just a little bit too much. But other than that, I really enjoyed it, and I gave it a 3.5 out of 5 stars. And the last book I read in the month of October is Hardness, and this was a reread for me. This one I got sent to for a review by the author last May, and it came out last August, and I really enjoyed it. And the sequel just came out in September. I have an arc of that. I have not come up with that. I'm so sorry to the author. But it is a new adult fantasy series. It's kind of like Throne of Glass. It's like Throne of Glass meets ACOTAR meets Shadowhunters. That's the best way to describe it. It follows our main character, who is kind of, how do I put it, not living the best life. She's an alcoholic, and then she is captured by the king of this kingdom and is brought, or supposed to be brought, to him and face punishment for something that she does early in the book. However, on her way to the kingdom, she is taken by a group of not bounty hunters, but I don't know how to put it. It's like a group of ladies who have special abilities, and she becomes one of them. It's really, really interesting. The magic system in this, it's really, really cool, and I really enjoyed it. Like I said, if you are a fan of Throne of Glass or Akatar or Shadowhunters, I think you would really like this, and I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. I'm gonna move on to the 2 books that I am currently reading. So these 2 books I hadn't had the chance to read since starting to pick them up, but the first one of those is Queen of Shadows by Sarah J. Maas. This is before in the Throne of Glass series, and I am currently over halfway through with it. I'm on page 370, and this is just over 600 pages long. This is a series that I love. Sarah J. Maas is my favorite author of all time, and I just really want to finish this reread and catch up on Tower of Dawn and read Kingdom of Ash, because that just came out at the end of this month, and so far I love Queen of Shadows. It's one of my favorite books in the series, and I know a lot of people have issues with Sarah J. Maas as an author, and I can definitely see the problems that the series has, but it definitely will always have a special place in my heart. I can't wait to finish it up and tell you guys my thoughts, hopefully in November. The book that I'm currently reading I started during Spookathon, and that is Misery by Stephen King. You guys know that Stephen King is one of my new favorite authors. I read his books kind of sporadically throughout the year and have enjoyed pretty much every single one of them. Misery is one that has been recommended to me countless times by people here on BookTube as well as in my real life. It is an adult horror novel, and it follows a writer who is captured and taken hostage by his #1 fan after the release of his newest book in his very widely popular series. And yeah, it is really interesting. It hasn't quite got to the horror aspects of it, but I'm only 70 pages in, so I know that's going to change a little bit further into the book. It's pretty short. I definitely think I could finish this in one sitting if I ever get the chance in November. So yeah, I am really liking this. I can see why people love it so much. I can't wait to read the rest of it. Everything I would have for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to give a thumbs up and subscribe if you have not already. I post new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Be sure to let me know in the comments down below what you guys read in the month of October, as I would love to know. And as always, I will link Lisa and Jen's channels down below for you guys to go check out. And along with that, I will also link all my social media links if you'd like to follow me on any of those. And with that said, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you soon for another video. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye!